Hello, everyone. What is going on? James here. And you know why I'm here. You know what's going to happen. Let's just watch the videos. Callum's Corner, Watch Along, Part 4. Let's do this. We are 67 videos in, so let's just go for it. Let's get on it like Carbonis. I haven't even got the tab up. I'm useless. All right. And by the way, the one thing I did want to say, that video that I have missed, I do want to get back on top of that. I do, like the one video I missed about him crushing peanut M&Ms or whatever. I do want to get back to that, trust me. I will one day, just not right now. So, or I don't know, if we have George in here, we can watch the video from his perspective, because pretty much you need to like send a picture of your ID to Google or something ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just finding the video that we're on. It's 2 long ones first, so that is going to be an absolute utter pain in the arse. Here we go. 2 long ones first. How long? I'm trying to just look through it. All right, we don't have too many videos to get to the video featured in the thumb. Well, we have a bit, but not loads. So, all right then. Nearly at 300 subs. Yeah, George, man, 100% glad about that. To be honest, very glad about that. You know, obviously, I am more concerned about the actual content that's being made and the banter and making good videos. But yeah, you know, I'm happy that we're nearly there. I'm happy that we're nearly there, to be honest. I'm happy that we're on the way there. We're getting there, working there to 300 subs, and here's to 3,000.
And welcome to Callum. Up and welcome to Callum's Corner.
Celebrating 30k. Bro, I used to play with them when I was a kid. What's this all about? Very
whistling away. It's my niece's little birthday toy that she left there. Thought you might get a little kick out of that. So here we are. This is the Q&A video to celebrate 30,000 subscribers. First of all, massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. And if you haven't and you fancy doing so, that'd be great. But everyone who has, that's amazing. Can't believe I've got 30,000 subscribers. I'm a YouTuber. Now, small one, but a YouTuber, back then was quite a big deal, wasn't it? So yeah, massive thank you.
And even now, it's still good. Don't get me wrong; it's still a milestone.
Wildest dreams. While I've been talking here, I've just lost the page I wanted on Twitter, which is awkward. It was the hashtag Ask Callum.
Oh, he's done. Oh yeah, Q&A for bloody.
We're gonna get right into it. Just a second. I'm just getting it up on the page. So it's Here we go. So Will. First of all, Will Spinks. And this guy, Will, I think has made some fan bits for me as well, kind of intros and stuff. Subscribe to Callum's Corner. So thank you very much for that, Will. And your question is, what is your YouTube goal? Topical for my intro there. And I haven't rehearsed this.
Let's listen. I can't remember what you said his goal was, to be fair.
Screen. I like to come to you fresh, not kind of...
So I'm not looking at the screen, I am listening though.
And I've just really got into it lately. I've been watching a lot of it, and quite a lot of it seems not stale, but quite kind of. It's not this kind of instant connection that I feel like we've got when we're talking. Especially people like Leafy, they have these intros where he says, "I'm going to roast this person," and he tells you everything he's going to roast them about. It's like, well, you've just done it really, and then he talk for like another 15 minutes. And I do think, you know, I want to do it differently. Just me coming at you. I'll give you my opinion.
Leafy, man, back in the day, YouTuber,
maybe only in 3
honestly.
or 4 minutes rather than 15 minutes. And then just let you form an opinion about it yourself as well. Agree or disagree.
He just seemed like the sort of bloke to go after easy targets and sort of go for low blows all the time, to be honest.
Again, until you do agree with me. It's just how I plan to do things. Anyway, Will said, what is your YouTube goal? I haven't got a YouTube goal. Well, I mean, having 30,000 subscribers is massive. That I feel like makes me a legitimate tiny little channel now. Anything more than that is just a bonus. Do you know what I mean? I'm just eternally grateful that anyone's even watching my videos. And they weren't for a very long time. You know, do you know what I mean? I didn't really understand YouTube at first. I was mainly
be a bit patient. The ones I did Some people it takes years and years to even get anywhere.
But it's not about that, is it? It's about doing something you enjoy.
I mean, Liam, who's on the podcast, he makes absolutely well. His reviews are quality content, man, and he's got absolutely nowhere. YouTube is a brutal game, but you just got to do it for the passion. Who cares if you get somewhere or not? At the end of the day, in 100 years, you know, eventually the world is going to be gone. Nothing. So who really cares if you make something on YouTube or not? As long as you entertain some people and make some decent shit, who really cares?
Got dealt with, and that's kind of going to be my new that's going to be my YouTube goal, to deal with idiots mercilessly.
Oh, deal with idiots.
Just to get
well,
in
the end, you know, he's streaming on Twitch and doing really well for himself, making.
I'm going to do a video each
good amount of money, working part time too, living on the Isle of Wight. So I guess that wasn't his goal, but it ended up, you know, he ended up achieving. Well, a lot of people like living on the Isle of Wight, didn't they?
What my fans are doing and what interesting people are doing, you know, undiscovered YouTubers.
Thing is, though, living in places, built up areas, right?
What else have we got?
Not necessarily cities, built up areas. Well, especially cities. You're within walking distance of everything. Obviously, I'm not a fan.
I don't know anything about Dylan Brewer yet. I need to get up there and meet some of these.
Oh yeah, Dylan Brewer didn't do a diss track on him until years later.
I'd always thought if I did have to do a rap, I probably would have done it.
But yeah, the thing is with these cities, right? The concept of this stream is gold. Thank you, Cherry Pie. Yeah, I've done, as you can see by the title, I have done 3 previous parts so far with 67 videos in. It's hard to do this about a lot of YouTubers, to be fair, because a lot of them would be really, really angry. But Callum's Corner ain't bothered. There's one more YouTuber I want to do after this who I know will probably not get annoyed, and it'll be a lot easier than doing Callum's Corner one. I will ask for this other YouTuber's permission though, because I can get in contact with him. But trust me, it'll be something you will like. Trust me, and Sean will like it very much as well. Trust me, like this will be the next YouTuber. It will take ages and ages and ages, but it's going to be a brick filmer. That's all I'm going to say. And then I'm probably not going to do another one after that because I mean, there's a chance that I could do like Copper Cab, but I don't really. He probably won't get uppity about it, but it just have to be YouTubers who are safe, who you know are not going to get uppity. And Callum doesn't get uppity about this sort of stuff. He's quite chill. So.
With my cousin Gregory, but he's turned into a right twat recently. He's even brought out a rap on me. Can barely hear it.
Brutal. He doesn't stab you in the back.
In fact, one of my fans has made a diss track, well, not a diss track, a roasting video on it. A guy called Callum Quinn. You should get yourself over to his channel. Yep. It will be. I'm assuming that's in response to the brick film thing. Yes, it will be quite a legendary brick filmer. Fantastic. Right, what else
who I have contact with.
Joe
so
Goodwin.
I think you can guess who it is.
What football team do you support? It's Blackburn Rovers. You should know that by now.
But yeah, as I was saying about cities, though, everything's nearby. I live in the suburbs. I live an hour away from Birmingham.
Around
probably
when I was much younger.
But when there's loads of traffic around, about 50 minutes. When there's not much traffic, probably about 40 minutes from Birmingham. And where I live, quite chill, quite nice. But there's loads of shit nearby, man. Loads of shit. And obviously, when you go to play, if you move from like somewhere like Bristol to the Isle of Wight, everything's spread out. One of my mates moved to Birmingham with his girlfriend. Not Birmingham. Moved to Devon, South Devon with his girlfriend. And they're like, there's nothing nearby. You have to travel ages for a McDonald's, for God's sake. So moving to these nice areas, and they live very close to Birmingham. So moving from these city areas to these nicer areas. Pardon me, by the way. Moving. You've got it right. You've got it right. Headbound. It's not King John Brick. No. I don't. Well, I've left Club Brick. If you didn't know. John doesn't seem like the sort of guy who. Well, the thing is, a lot of the content is just streams, and one of the rules with this, I'm not going to react to streams. But yeah, with Club Brick, I mean, with Ed Bound, like, yeah, you know, I hope he's cool with it. I might just ask him sooner rather than later, so I don't get disappointed, even though this is going to take ages to get through. I think Ed Bound would be cool with it, but with Club Brick, there ain't really. Callum's Corner, Ed Bound, Copper Cab, even other YouTubes, it's interesting shit. Well, Club Brick, it's just videos about Lego. It's like reacting to most Lego YouTubes. There won't really be anything interesting or of substance that I could react to. Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't know. No, don't apologise. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, I put it in the Club Brick server that I left. I just didn't enjoy it anymore, really. And I found myself caring too much about getting views, right? It's fine to care a bit about views, but I found myself caring way too much about getting views. And most of all, I want to focus on my own shit, you know. So, my guy, Ghost Music Productions, who are you? I think I could take a decent guess at who you are, but I really don't want to say in case you're someone else. I'm guessing you're someone I know in real life. Or are you someone in one of the servers or you could be just not a troll, sorry, one of the Callum's Corner server people, because I did chase around to quite a few servers. I don't think I do know you in IRL though, or I don't know. It just sounds like something one of my friends would have as their name. Yeah, fair enough. If it doesn't make you excited, there's no point in doing it. Yeah, bang on the money, Cherry Pie. Out of interest, though, have you been in many Brick films or voicing and stuff, or doing any Brick films of your own? Out of interest, I was going to ask. And yeah, you bang on the money. If it doesn't make you excited, like, what's the point of doing it? Really, I enjoyed it while I did it. I didn't stick around too long, so I did. I knew, yes, Billy. I knew it was you, Billy. I was about to say it's a real live person, but I didn't want to say in case it wasn't you, Billy. How you doing, Bill? I thought it was you because I thought Ghost Music Productions, that sounds like a rapping name. And like, obviously you used to do raps years ago. And who else says my guy, my guy? Who else would say that? None of the Callum's Corner people. But yeah, I was going to say it's you, man. But yeah, yeah, anyway, let's get back to this shit. But yeah, when you move to a nice area, you think, you realise, damn, like there's no fucking, you can no longer, it's no longer a 8-minute drive to McDonald's. Now it's a 30-minute drive or a 40-minute drive, because if you live in Devon, you have to go to Exeter or somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I know there are some nearby McDonald's in Devon, but it's crazy, man, how far you have to travel for so much shit.
I guess I am quite explosive, and if you need something dealt with,
I've been voice acting in a couple of things, but I haven't had the time to make anything of mine yet. Fair enough. Have you been in anything?
Right.
Anything interesting? Because I know you was in Mind Games video, and obviously Sean's classic Christmas special. But have you been in any other cool shit?
The same field.
The Mind Game stuff. To be fair, though, in the Mind Game stuff, all you said was like, "Whoa," which it is still. Look, if Mind Game wanted me to go like, or wanted me to go, you know, in one of his Brick films, I genuinely would do it, because he's a legend of the game. I know his videos only get a few thousand views, and he ain't really well known compared to like Forrest, Michael Hickox, or Ed Bound. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking legend of the game and one of the best ever. So I'd definitely, even if it was just like a or whoa, no matter what he wants me to say, I'd say it, because it'd be an honour to be in his shit. So fair play, fair play.
Atrocious. He is 5'9", about 12 stone, dripping wet.
What's wrong with being 5'9"?
He's a Spectron spasmoid. He's got this disgusting, great big Deirdre.
Callum is 6'5". I think he does suffer from the tall man syndrome, where you're like, you're very lanky, but you love imposing how tall you are. Before anyone says I'm a short ass, I'm 6'1.5". So Billy can confirm that for you. But I hate the tall man syndrome, though. I hate people like, oh, look at me, I'm so tall, look at me, look at me. And it's like, calm down, bloody hell.
And he also looks
lol. In the Mind Game thing, I assumed I was a background character or something because of what lines it was. So I was very shocked that I was the only character with any lines. Yeah.
Dumped her, and now he's back with her.
I mean, it was, as I say, to do anything in a Mind Game film,
coming for me.
It's just an honour. It is just the next level of honour, because he's a don of the game. Man. He's an absolute don of the Brick film game. He's one of the best. What's crazy? Oh crap! I need to mute this. What is absolutely mad, though, is that he really is one of, like, the best voice actors ever. Like, the way he can voice act is just phenomenal. Like, the way he can change his voice, especially the pirate one that he did. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but he's just a master at not only changing his voice, but being the character as well. Like, playing a different character, a different personality. Because anyone can go like, oh, hello, what's up, everyone?
To be honest with you, for me, gaming peaked with the
whoa, calm down. You know, anyone can, like, you got a problem. Anyone can, like, change their voice. But it's about becoming the character as well, and he does that really well.
Call of Duty, I like.
Also, the Mind Game one was the first thing I was ever in. But yeah, to answer your question, stuff I've been in, I'll probably not channels you would know, but they're fun anyway. I
don't have an awful lot of time for gaming at the moment.
Well, wasn't Sean's the first thing you were in, the Christmas, the Christmas one where Santa kills that guy?
Right. Ash says, will you ever do a draw my life? I don't know what a draw my life is. If someone explains to me, I may well do it.
Right. Hey,
another one, what football team you support? Soul says, how did you come up with your intro? A-up and welcome to Callum's Corner.
It's a Northern British thing.
I don't think I used it in my very first video that I did on Facebook. It was probably my second one that came in. I normally just said A-up. You know, when I see people, I say A-up. And then I kind of name my page.
I made one of his real life things, Callum, an intro.
Callum's Corner.
I mean, that is cool.
Like my little corner of the internet.
And yeah, Callum's Corner, like legendary name. I mean, my intro, hello, everyone, what is going on? Right. I was like...
and yes, so
the policemen, I'm not a policeman, but sometimes people go, hello, us British people, and then, well, English people actually, for the most part, go, well, not many English people actually go, hello, but, And I know everyone what is going on rhymes. So.
I think a lot of the world's evil stems from money.
Sean's one was,
so
it was after the mind game. Bloody hell, a long time ago. Then, geez, I had no idea. I honestly thought Sean's bid came first.
Less than 100 grand. They would be new laws. No company could make a yearly profit of more than 100 grand.
What?
So all those millions and billions and billions that get siphoned off by the fat cats would be redistributed. And people would end up just doing what they love, I think, wouldn't they? You know.
All right, I'm not going to go Ben Shapiro mode or anything, but Callum's son, they'd all leave. I know you both probably, Cherry Pie and Billy, you're obviously going to disagree with this, but if the companies could only make 100k a year, they'd all just leave. Like, imagine if someone said to me, oh, or imagine if you made 50k, right? I know this is different between the fat cat lazy billionaires, but imagine if you made like 50k and then they said, oh, we're going to tax you for most of it. Like, what? So they've made billions and billions, and I don't like most of the billionaires anyway, but if they've made billions and billions and provided loads of jobs, and you tax them by all of it, they're just going to leave. So pointless, Callum. There you go.
You know, I don't do as good a job as you. Everyone would be doing their best job, and they'd all be getting 100 grand. There you go, new laws. Everyone gets 100 grand. I might start a Kickstarter and buy an island and kind of start my own community, maybe.
Bro, if everyone's
I'd rule as king, but I wouldn't be dictatorial, I don't think. If we just had like a little peninsula of the islands that was blocked off for me, and people could come and I could give them advice, and I'd be
to be fair, I wasn't listening to all this, to be fair. I thought you just said
never be held over you.
Make all the billionaires pay everything till they only have 100k. They can only make 100k a year. I think that is what he said.
Who is better, Messi or Ronaldo, says Jordan. For me, it's Messi. He's a more natural footballer.
No, everyone says Ronaldo is the best. Everyone says Ronaldo can run all over the gaff, and Messi's only like very one-dimensional compared to him.
God.
But yeah.
What else have we got? Ladler says, how did you come across the word spasmoids, and what do you think of my YouTube?
It feels like he actually made that himself, to be fair.
Ladler, I've already seen your YouTube. I saw you getting quite a lot of hate on there, but stick with it, lad. I got tons and tons and tons of hate, and now I'm just getting tons of hate. So situations do improve. Spasmoids. I'll tell you what, when I was really young and at school, it used to be the custom to insult someone by calling them, I can say it because I'm not using it as an insult. People used to say spastic.
Oh, so then
and they do this thing with their tongue in their chin, like, you're all right, spastic. And it became kind of politically incorrect, and I was still at school, and I was like, well, I don't want to use spastic anymore.
Yeah, it's quite a nasty thing, isn't it, really?
So it's not talking about a group of people who might have disabilities. I changed it to spasmoid.
Yeah,
I've just loved it.
That's actually really good, to be fair.
To be a really descriptive word that suits a lot of people. It can be descriptive or it can be insulting, you know, like that. It can be described. You did it in a really spasmodic way, and you're describing someone's idiocy, or it could just be you're a spasmoid, and then it kind of just deals with them without having to resort to swearing or potty mouth.
Yeah, no, fair play, fair play. More questions.
What else have we got? We know that this is from Suha, we know that deep down you fanboy over Jacob Sartori. This is someone else's. I've gone on
disturbing,
hashtag. This is different Callum's questions now, I think.
Absolutely horrendous.
Oh no, there's a few more here. Just click that. What have we got?
Absolutely
right, David Kembo Sabi says, have you always been... What's he trying to say there? It doesn't even make sense. I can't even read it doesn't make sense what he's written. All right, here we go. Blaine says, why did you go after Marina Joyce? Was it for the YouTube monies? No, I've been doing this for months and months and months, getting no views. It's just about me giving my opinion. And I've only just become aware of a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm kind of exploring it. I'm giving a fresh outlook on it. You know, a lot of people do these highly edited videos, and I'm just going to be presenting.
Callum's taking us back to 2008, doing the more chilled out editing. You know,
some come from someone's quite fresh. Not too bothered about whether people do it or
not. No
it's
madness, just sort of
fans who
chilling
watch
out.
Me will hopefully view it, and just be my opinion. It's not for anyone to, you know, take it as gospel or anything. It's just, you know, it's just good fun, just enjoying it. I quite enjoyed it, and I think Marina Joyce needed roasting. I think there's a few more people who do as well, and I'm going to do it.
What else at the end?
No, I think that's it. They're all for
That's the end then. That's the end of the questionnaire.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little Q&A. Next time, I'd really like to get someone else to interview me for it. Well, I mean, we're getting up and up in the subs, so maybe next milestone we could do one of you interviewing me or something, do it Skype, or if you're local, we could meet up. And I would like to do a fan meet-up. I'm really, really keen on that idea.
He still hasn't done one, sadly, all these years later. Spoiler alert.
Interviews and stuff. I think that's one of the ways to go, as well as a little documentary coming up as well, and some trips out. And any of your ideas, as always, are greatly received, because it's your corner as much as it's mine.
Hey, classic smile.
Oh, badge announcement should be with you very shortly. I've been a bit lax on it because of the drama going on, but look at that, hand-coloured, not a spasmoid. Beautiful, beautiful. Going to be for sale very shortly, probably through my jumble tube.
I remember his old merch was like the biggest rip-off ever. I swear it was like 15 quid for a hoodie with his face on, which I thought, Callum, mate, you are taking the piss, son. You are taking the piss. And there was like a big coat with like, no, it was a hoodie, and I swear there was a t-shirt that was like 30 quid as well with his face on, and it was just very basic stuff. And it's like, bro, you're expecting mad money. Oh, football, here we go. The footy, the footy, the footy, yay. I mean, we won. I didn't think we'd do it, but we beat Germany, so I'm glad about that. As I said before, I did try and watch the football
special, so we'll be rounding.
I did try and watch the football at one point, but just bored me. Just well, not bored me. I tried to get into it because the True Geordie and all them, they were chatting about it, and then I was like, man, it's so cool the way they talk about it. But then obviously I just got bored of it eventually, man. I was just like hour and a half nearly every day, because I feel like, I know a lot of people just watch their own team, but I sort of feel like if you're going to watch something, try, or if you're going to get into a sport, have all the knowledge about it, watch all the teams. But sadly, hour and a half every day. If you love it, you love it. But if you don't, like, what's the point? And I don't see the point of only knowing loads about one team, you know.
Who has got better and better, and is now really is top draw. And also, you've got the talent of people like Sturridge and Origi as well off the bench. He's got boundless energy. And they've also got Danny Ings as well to come in, who I did rate at Burnley. So I think Liverpool are looking really strong now this season. They've just got to get that consistency. They, for me, are still a world-class central midfielder, and most definitely a left-back, short of being a title challenger, but they will be amongst the top four. Chelsea, that's a very disappointing result for them. The last couple of results haven't been great. I think you can see they're paying the price for not getting their first choice central defenders in through the door. David Luiz obviously is a club hero, but he is not a world-class defender at defending anyway. If they'd got their boy in from Juventus that they wanted, Bonucci, it may be a very different story. But with John Terry on the one now,
I wish you'd do more boxing
I think their central defence is going to let them down this season, which is a shame. So they've got some incredible attacking talent, and they've also brought in Conte as well from Leicester, who is a great player. But I don't think they are going to win the league this year, man. Chelsea, I think they're just a tiny bit short in defence. It's a shame for them. Anyway, let's move on to the Hull Arsenal result. 4-1 for Arsenal, quite comfortable in the end. You know, Arsenal should be winning these types of games. You know, a few years ago, you would say they sometimes slipped up against the bottom teams. But for the last couple of years, they have been kind of flat track bullies.
No one's watching.
Arsenal are a funny one, aren't they? I'm endlessly frustrated with Arsenal, to be honest with you. He had Sanchez playing at striker against Hull, and it worked because they're, Hull aren't a top team, and Sanchez got a couple of goals, but he's much better playing as an attacking midfielder, I'm loving the flat cutting in, shooting early. It's where he has most of his success, and his pace is more deadly coming from those types of positions.
This is the humble beginnings, isn't
I think Arsenal, we're still in 2016. I'm really disappointed he didn't sign a top striker. I've been saying this since Higuain. He should have signed Higuain for, what was it, 35 million he bought out when he went to Napoli. And now Higuain's gone for 17.
Oh, 0 views, but you've just put a comment in, damn.
The money in the
never
bank
saw the
is no
appeal
good
of
to
football,
us
honestly.
now.
Does Sean and Connor like it,
because the inflation on players
are they bothered
going
like when Ireland
way,
play or
way
whatever,
inflation
or are you
on
bothered
money.
when
He
Ireland
just
play
needs to
as
sign
well?
the players.
But I do
They're
get
a world
like,
class striker.
the
Arsenal,
thing is, it's
the
an
other buyers
hour and
they
a
have
half,
made
and
this
like
year. Shaka,
you
I
either
like
support your
a lot. He
team or
looks
try
great.
and know
He
everything, like the true
brilliant.
Geordie and Lawrence.
And there's
But an hour
Elneny
and
as
a
well
half of
to
just,
come in. He looked really
God,
solid.
I'd rather watch an hour and a half
and their new
worth
central
of
defender
bloody
as well, the
MMA.
German boy.
I'd rather watch an hour and a half worth of like fighting. Well, sorry, not well. MMA is fighting, but like I'd rather watch MMA, boxing, hour and a half film, hour and a half worth of YouTube videos, an hour and a half hanging around my family, an hour and a half of gaming. You know, I'd just rather do an hour and a half of anything else because it just goes on forever. And a big problem with football, because I do know a lot of people who used to watch it and don't watch it anymore, they're just fed up of everyone diving. Like legit, you think, oh man, my team's going to do so well, and then you just get some prat diving, and like, well, and then the ref's like, oh yeah, penalty, and then it's like, for God's sake, why do you have to cheat in MMA? Right, you get like people who.
Way to start a season.
Nah, not really. Our dad is into it, but the rest of us would rather watch anything else. Pretty much fair. I think I've asked Sean before, like, is he bothered about? Oh, I need to cross that off. I've asked him like if he's bothered about sports, but I'm pretty sure he said no. Do you or Connor watch anything like, I don't know, basketball, hockey, rugby, bloody American football, basketball, baseball, cricket, tennis, darts, snooker, golf, Formula One, MMA, boxing? Do you watch any of that jazz, or you're not bothered at all? Can't believe I mentioned snooker and darts because they are the most boring sports ever. Like, they take mad skill, don't get me wrong, absolutely insane skill, but they're genuinely, I'd probably just rather watch, I'd rather just watch a cow poo in a field for like 7 hours on loop.
I mean, Wes Morgan, good honest player.
Anything else, genuinely. I'd rather, well, I've done this, well, not for 7 hours yet. I'm pretty sure every video has nearly been 2 hours each. So yeah, probably about, well, 1.5 hours each. So probably nearly 10 hours now, or over 10 hours at least anyway.
Replaced or not, he is a big, big loss for them. Burnley, I'm sorry.
To be fair, I don't think, Cherry Pie, like you being into the sports, but I feel like Connor might watch.
You're going to go down.
I feel like Connor might watch the Olympics. That's what I'm going to go for, but I don't think you're into any sport.
League and expenditure and stuff. I mean, you bought Delfor in the Belgian international. That's a good signing, but you're still.
But yeah, football is just boring, as you know. It just really is, and everyone diving. And as I say, in MMA and a lot of other sports, you have to pretend you're not hurt. While in football, they just hurt all the time. I do think. I don't, and neither Connors.
Yeah, I think.
I watch the odd dancing competition, but I don't really keep up with it.
Will show.
Fair enough. I mean, some of my family watch like the dancing shows.
Man United are still losing.
That Strictly Come Dancing on, and that obviously bores me a load. But you respect especially when the celebs do it, and they've only had like 6 weeks of training. You respect that they're pulling off all these moves, they're lifting people up and whatever, and doing all this stuff, and they're dressing up and they're doing themes. I remember one of them did like a Pulp Fiction theme because that's my favourite film, but I can't remember the other shit. But yeah, you just got to respect that. And like proper dancers, yeah, I respect it and all, don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, not really my scene. But some of them do pull off these amazing things. The diversity in Britain's Got Talent were quite legendary, the moves they pulled off, all of them at once. And that silhouette group from Britain's Got Talent, they were quite top banter. I'm trying to think what other dancers. Michael Jackson, amazing dancer, he always put on a show. Prince, amazing dancer. Elvis was quite good, all things considering, at dancing. Considering he was, I know Michael Jackson and Elvis are singers. I mean, Michael Jackson and Prince were singers, but they sort of, it was sort of their specialty dancing, while Elvis was more primarily a singer and a guitar player. But Prince could play guitar, though, to be fair to him. He could play guitar, he was very good at that. So, well, I watch the Olympics when there's nothing else to watch. Fair enough. Olympics is cool. Don't get me wrong, it is pretty badass. There's all sorts of different events. I really like how in the Olympics it's like people with disabilities get a chance to. With the Paralympics, that's really beautiful. That they've been dealt a bad hand in certain aspects if they, you know, can't walk, or they're missing a hand, or they're very short. But then they do this shit and they get some, and they're against people who are on their level. I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean, like, you know, when it comes to physicality, when they're physically on their level. Because if there was against, obviously, if a 4'5" person was against a 6'4" person at running the 100 meters, it wouldn't be fair. So, yeah, it's nice that they're on the same level and it's a fair match and they're actually doing something. Because a lot,
the move to the new
a lot of us say if suddenly we have to deal with their problems, a lot of us would probably give up. But they go on and keep, pushing. So you've got to really rate that highly. So that's what's nice about the Olympics too. And most sports, they don't really have a aversion for people who have disabilities. It's a bit of a shame, but I suppose with like the Olympics, it is competitive, but like if 2 4'5" people were like doing MMA against each other, I wouldn't laugh. I'd admire it and say fair play, but a lot of people might take the mick or laugh, or it might not make much money because in the Olympics you're sort of obliged to watch the Olympics. Now with if on the UFC 2 4'5" people watching, I'm not being rude, but I feel like I'd try and pay attention. But I feel like a lot of people would either laugh, be nasty, or switch off, or not bother buying the pay-per-view you're watching it. So it's a bit of a fine line in it. Maybe they could include like it part of the Paralympics, because if they make an MMA version, like because MMA is apparently going to be in the Olympics eventually. Judo's in the Olympics. I think karate is. Freestyle wrestling, boxing's in the Olympics. So it'd be nice if they could do those sort of combat sports, and they'd have to get attention because the Olympics is a very mainstream and the Paralympics is very mainstream. So yeah, but yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the Olympics. Really, a lot of people get a go, so that's cool.
When they have some more money, when our takeover's gone through. Although I'm hearing rumours that they want to run the club under the Jeremy Pearce model, which would just be a nightmare for West Brom fans. He has been a constant thorn in their side. Jeremy Pearce must be such a frustrating chairman. Although they've got John Williams in now, who
the music guy from Star Wars. Hey, nah.
Fantastic. As
the guy who did Jaws, Back to the Future, I'm pretty sure Jurassic Park.
And
many others. Yeah, the Olympics is pretty far ahead in that way. Majority of sports are very focused on men, and particularly white men, depending on the sport. So the fact that the sport Olympics are inclusive is amazing. Well, in boxing MMA, it's everyone, anyone and everyone. Obviously, in the 70s, boxing was, the biggest boxers, Ken Norton, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Larry Holmes, George Foreman. There was obviously... well, it wasn't all white dudes in the 60s and 70s. But it doesn't really, I'm not bothered what, at the end of the day, it's nice when like anyone and everyone's in the sport. But literally all the boxers and MMA fighters could be blue or orange or pink for all I care. I just want to see them fight at the end of the day. They can all be gay, they can all be tall, they can all be small. It doesn't really, that doesn't affect my... It's fine if you like watching, if it does affect, like, okay, it is nice to see other people in the sports, but like at the end of the day, I just come there to watch the sports at the end of the day. It could be Bretman Rock versus James Charles. As long as they can fight, that's all I'm really bothered about at the end of the day. Thing is, in MMA though, years ago, it was a lot of dudes, to be fair. There wasn't any women in in UFC, not MMA, because in MMA there was a lot of women fighting in Strikeforce. There was just a crap ton of dudes in MMA, to be fair. And in 2012, Ronda Rousey came in at UFC 157 and absolutely wrecked house, to be fair. And a lot of people were like, whoa, what a fucking legend. Women can throw down, fair play. So I guess that was quite cool. But skin colour hasn't really been a problem in MMA or boxing. People being gay in it, I don't really think there's any gay people in MMA or boxing. But if a load of if Bretman rolled up and did MMA, I'll be happy to see him fight. If he wins, great. If he loses, as long as he tried his best, who cares? So,
especially that midfielder from Atlanta, Negredo has got a lot resting on him. I mean, I know they paid big money for Jordan Rhodes from us last year, but I think Jordan Rhodes, I've always thought this, he lacks the pace to be a top, to be a Premier League striker, a good one. He's just a little bit too kind of slow, and he can't really, his hold-up play isn't good enough on his own up front. And the modern system, especially on the Karanka at Middlesbrough, they want one up
front. It is cool how Callum knows a crap ton about different teams, though, and he doesn't just know about Blackburn Rovers. I suppose that'd be quite boring in a conversation, wouldn't it? Just like, because I'm not knocking like people who don't support the top teams, but like if you talk about AFC Wimbledon 24/7 or you know, just a team that hasn't got the lineage, people aren't. You can't really make much of a conversation. There isn't really much casual knowledge about AFC Wimbledon. But if you know about like anyone in the Premier League and support anyone in the Premier League or even the Champions League or whatever, or sorry, the one below the Premier League.
My nieces are here, so I've got to go.
Oh, he's got to go. All right, now we can get onto some shorter videos. Thank goodness, man. Thank goodness. That one was just next level boring. But yeah, I like how Callum actually knows everything, because it is hard to know about football teams which have like, isn't it like 20 players on each squad and they're swapping players all the time? You know, it's quite hard to keep up with everything really. And football isn't a long game. You know, a lot of running, a lot of vigorous exercise, very difficult. Here we go, snap review. And then a 10-minute one. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, man. A up, Callum's corner, clips. How's it going, lads? A up also. And Mercenary Pogger. What's up, man? Oh, crud. Here we go. 2-minute one final.
Callum's corner. And welcome to Callum's corner. Bringing you a taste test, a snack test. Something quite close to my heart. I haven't done one of these for a while. So, we have an argument in my house. My mother, who I care for and therefore shop for, likes what she considers a healthy snack, a biscuit. And she goes for these kinds of things. Belvita. I don't know whether you've tried it. Now, I've gone through all the different ranges, and most of them are pretty putrid, to be honest with you. This is the best one. It's called Soft Bakes, and it's got choc chips in it, but it's kind of fake chocolate, healthy chocolate. And I've had enough of it, to be honest with you. So when I went shopping today, I thought, you know, splash out a bit more, get my mum her one, and get my one. Now, I was hoping for a Tunnocks caramel, the chewy ones, over 5 million sold every week. No, they are lovely. Like this but what I've ended up with, and I'll tell you what, I'm not unhappy with it. I've just had one. I've forgotten how good they were. And I've not been paid. You know, I know a lot of YouTubers and kind of social media people kind of do this kind of stuff when they're paid to do it. Not being paid for this. This is coming from my heart. It's a wagon wheel. You've got new kind of designs and stuff, but it's a wagon wheel.
Looks nice and
seems to be a bit smaller than when I was young. I think I've noticed that when I had them before, but they're still absolutely delicious. You cannot go wrong with a wagon wheel.
I thought Magnificent was quite a mantra of his, you know. I thought you said it quite a lot.
Got another video coming tonight. I'm hoping I finish it tonight anyway. It's called Too Good, Too Bad. Football fans recognise that. It's a few things I found on YouTube, and this is not like my Keemstar review. This is much, much smaller YouTubers than Keemstar for certain. Two tiny, well, one really, really small one. And the world's most evil man. And I know a lot of people say stuff like that, or the worst person on YouTube.
I love how years
later, this is the worst person.
I love how years later he comes across Ian Moore, who, in my opinion, apart from maybe Elliot Rodger is more evil. Elliot Rodger killed 5 people, didn't he? Who would? I'm not saying it's right to kill people who have wronged you, but like, he just killed 5 random people just because a few people pissed him off, and that, you know, apparently no lady wanted him. Like, you know, okay, I don't mean to laugh. Sorry, you know, I shouldn't. Actually, no, fuck that guy. I'll laugh at him all I want. Fuck that piece of shit. But yeah, he's the most evil guy on YouTube. Well, his videos are gone now, so that's good. I don't know why they kept him for so years. Got to go have a good stream. See you later, Cherry Pie. Have a good one, boss. Thanks for chilling out and, yeah, commenting. Thank you. Good to have some company in these streams, especially when there's really long-winded videos.
Hope you tune in for that.
Let's watch the next one then. Oh, 10 minutes. Well, oh, no, it's not even a stream. Oh, is this the most evil guy on YouTube? Jeez Louise, man. Oof. Yeah, and there's a full movie live right now. That's cool. The screen's looking proper weird.
So this video is up and welcome to Callum's Corner. So this video is called Too Good, Too Bad, and it's a couple of really good things that I found on YouTube and a couple of rubbish things. So I'm going to start off with something positive. And this is a guy called Danny Hyde. He's got a channel called Danny Hyde TV. Doesn't have many subscribers, so probably worth you going over there and showing a bit of support.
Definitely. I wonder how
anyway, he started making Facebook videos not long after I did. And he messaged me saying like my videos and actually shared one of them. So I shared one of his. And this was months and months and months ago, back when we were both getting about 3 views on Facebook. But he's since gone on to make this really interesting video. He's a bit mental. He's crazy. He's a spasmoid in a good way. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. Let's just let him explain what's going on in this.
You know when things sometimes get a little bit out of hand? Well, one day a couple of Mormons knocked on my front door, and 3 months later I got baptized.
Here you go. So I know this sounds absolutely crazy, like no sane person would do. And he's probably not that sane, to be honest with you, Danny, but he is a funny guy. Absolutely true. What did he do? He got baptized, basically. They knocked on his door. They started chatting to him. They left after a while, and they said they'd like to progress him on to baptism. And his mate, he was at uni at the time. His mate said, you should do this for like a social experiment and film it. And fair play to the guy, he actually went through with this, and it took him 3 months of hard graft. The next clip I'm going to show you, he had to have like 4 weekly meetings with these guys, like prayer sessions and stuff. And he actually filmed a bit of one of them. And this is just a little excerpt. The full video, which I will definitely link in the description, is like 15 minutes long, and there's so much more detail to it, and I can't include it all. But this is just one little funny bit that struck me from their secretly recorded meeting with the Mormons.
The idea of music is just anything that helps you feel the spirit.
What about Bob Marley? Is that Mormon?
What the hell?
Can you feel the spirit when you listen to Bob Marley? It's a good spirit.
I don't know what.
Here you go. Can you feel the spirit? What music can you feel the spirit with? Bob Marley, the spirit of ganja, maybe. How they didn't realise that this guy was taking the mick. It shows how kind of deluded and blinded they are. Anyway, this went on for about 3 months, and he got to the stage where he was ready. He said he had this test where they asked these questions. And then there came a little surprise. Just before he was about to be baptized, they announced this.
But on one condition. As long as I agreed to give him 10% of every paycheck I ever got for the rest of my life ever. Funny how they left that bit out to the very last moment, isn't it?
You've got it, haven't you? Money at the bottom of everything. And I've done a little research into it myself, and it's not just like tithing at a kind of C of E or Roman Catholic church where they pass around the plate. It's a proper thing. The Mormons actually chase anyone who's ever been a Mormon down to try and take 10% of their income off them.
Okay, too good, too bad. And this is a good YouTube.
It's just crazy. I tell you what, it really is worth popping over to his channel and watching this video, because there's some really interesting stuff there. I mean, I like to try and stay respectful of religions and stuff. I'm not religious myself, but I think too many bad stuff happens when people can't respect other people's point of view. But in this case, it really does seem pretty ludicrous. But fair play to him. His next and last clip I'll show you, he actually did get baptized. And then the rest of his video, which I won't show you any more of it because it's worth you going and watching it. But he has to extract himself from the church. And it's a whole interesting thing. And there's people covering this now over in America. You know, they're asking him what's happening. And yeah, the Mormons are a big thing, apparently.
What the hell is going on? What's the point?
Crazy stuff, being baptized in some strange sterile room that looks a little bit like one of those galleries that you see on American shows where people are watching operations take place and stuff. So please do pop over there and have a watch of that video. He's done well there. Right, this next one I'm going to show. I'm not going to show you a video because this is scum of the earth. I'm going to show you a photo of the person. I'm just going to have a chat about this person being on YouTube and possibly maybe even questioning their existence itself. Dear. So here we have him, the evilest man in the world, Martin Shkreli. You probably will recognize him. If you don't, he is the guy who bought the patent to a drug. I think it was diapram it was called. It's a heart drug anyway, out in the United States of America. As soon as he bought it, he raised the price from $13.50 a tablet to $700.
That is disgusting, man. That is absolutely horrific.
Massive deal at the time, and I think he actually had to back down in the end. But he basically is the greediest, most disgraceful spasmoid in the world. Pretty much on par with the devil. How someone could be that greedy and disgraceful, I do not know. Anyway, he has got a disgusting YouTube channel. I will leave the link in the description. Don't just pop over and give him hate though, because it probably fuel him. Probably eats and lives on children's tears, to be honest with you. But he's got a YouTube channel, and over there he is live streaming constantly. He's got a live stream on there, 5 minutes of his cat. Nothing happens in it. It's just the weirdest, dirtiest, most sordid little thing that I've ever seen, quite possibly, I'd have to say. I could talk a lot more about him. I mean, there are allegations of fraud against him. The FBI is investigating him. But I'm not going to go any further into it. Why kind of dwell so much on the negative? But he's a disgrace, and he's got a very, very weird YouTube channel. Strange. Right, the next
Who the hell is this?
It is
that Jay from the In-Betweeners, like James Buckley?
James Buckley from the In-Betweeners. Now, a lot of you might know about.
He looks a little bit different. I guess age in years and years does do that too.
But I had no idea. But he has got a YouTube gaming channel called Completed It.
Oh yeah, he does all the Twitch streams, doesn't he? Yeah, damn, he's done it for so long. Bloody hell.
And him in particular, I thought was a really funny character. I've been over on his channel, and he's really, really down to earth. He's got amazing setup. He's got so many consoles. Got all the classic ones. He's got SNES like I have, and loads more than me. But yeah, it's really, really good channel. I will leave a link in the description in case any of you haven't seen it, because it is worth having a look at. Continuing on from the In-Betweeners theme, just in case you have seen this, I found a little channel on YouTube that has got video diaries of the In-Betweeners guys for when they were making it. They're really, really funny, and almost no one's watched them, judging by the views. So I'm going to put a little bit of one of them in now and leave a link as well, because they're well worth a watch if you are as big a fan of the TV show as I was.
Down here watching Joey, this is a low point in a way. It is a low point. It would be a low point were it not for that it's many cousins throughout time.
Oh yeah, Simon, isn't it?
So in a way, it's just a valley in which we live. A valley in which we built a sort of shit huts where we now live and eat. Right, well, see you later now. I'll see you tomorrow morning, Joe. Okay, I'll be up in a minute. I'm just gonna finish this. But we just come up with ours out. Yeah. Then we'll fuck.
I thought it was really funny seeing behind the scenes. I never knew him and Will lived. Well, his real name's not Will. I never knew they lived together when they were filming and stuff. They just look like they're having really good banter and stuff. The other too bad is people rapping about me. Now, I'm not going to put any more videos or stuff in here. You haven't had enough of my head, I don't think. In fact, this must be the video that's featured the least of my head in all of my videos. But people are still rapping about me. One of them is my own bloody cousin, Gregory. I don't know whether any of you've seen it. It's pathetic. It's pitiful. If you're watching this, Gregory, you just sort it out. You need to stop pulling stunts like this. The family needs to get back together, and you fart-arsing around and making yourself look like a dickhead is not helping.
Damn, if this is affecting the whole family, that's quite sad, isn't
it? And the other is Ibby Sting. Now, I made a video about him before, and I warned him that I would roundhouse kick the ridiculous features off his moon face if he featured me again. And he's gone and done it. So, Ibby, you've made an enemy. You won't know where, you won't know when, but at some point you will look over your shoulder, and the last thing you'll see is my face, my head creeping up on you. Not saying I'm going to kill you or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to punish you in some way.
Oh dear.
You've made yourself look like a spasmoid again. Your rap is just pathetic. You're stumbling and stuttering. You're totally offbeat. I mean, it's just like some guy who's come out of daycare and he's just mumbling away in the overpass underneath the motorway. Idiot. Real idiot.
Callum's good at throwing the jabs, man.
Shut yourself down. You're a BG media wannabe, and that is probably the most sad thing I've ever heard.
Definitely.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to end this video on a bad note. One of my subscribers, one guy, has watched a couple of my videos, and I've watched a couple of his now, a few more, And he just gets better and better. He's only on 5,000 subscribers at the moment. He's called EK. I think I've mentioned him once before.
Never.
But honestly, if you pop over there and watch one of his videos, this guy is going to blow up. He is just as funny as Will and E or Memeculous. He makes the same kind of not reaction videos, but just really, really good videos. He's got 5,000 subscribers. I think you should head over and watch a few of them. And I bet you'll want to subscribe too. You can
Let's see the description. Let's see if
you're one of the first ones.
Doing any good.
I do like to shout out people when they're doing good work, and he is. I'm watching most of your channels, the ones who have asked me to subscribe.
Right, I'll watch this at the end.
And honestly, I'm going to try and give as many of you as a shout out as possible. But this guy has really impressed me this last few weeks. He's going to go through the roof, I reckon. Here we have this.
All right. Let's see how EK's doing. I don't really give a shit about the rest of these people, but let's see how EK's doing. Videos unavailable. Did he pack in YouTube? Did he give up? Oh, bloody hell. What the hell? Go back. All right, well, damn, looks like EK didn't become as big as Callum's Corner. Hold on, let's look him up in a sec. Right, pause. Let's see how he's doing. Let's see if he's still. Oh, only 3K, that's a shame. The Corona Condom Man. Jeez Louise. And he's still in the YouTube game. He might upload a crap ton, but he's still doing stuff. He seems like quite an out there YouTuber. So fair play to the lad. I might look if EK's about, to be fair, but yeah, let's watch the next video anyway without further ado. Alright then, whoops. Wrong bloody thing. Alright then. So two good. What does it say? I've not watched the full thing. What the hell? No, we need to skip that to the end. I've watched the full thing. All right. Oh yeah. Why won't it come up now? I've watched the full thing. I'm down Afghan Dan.
Welcome to Callum's Corner. This one is an update on the Afghan Dan situation.
I swear there was a load of videos on the 23rd of September. Did he used to upload? Well, the amount of videos he got out at this point, he must have uploaded quite a few each day, and I suppose they are quite simply done, simply put together videos, just really quick clips of him talking about stuff and having a laugh.
Basically pulling out of his Dylan Brewer clash. Now, those of you who watch my videos may be aware that I was planning on going to this clash to try and corner him, talk to him about how me and him were going to clash and sort this out. It seems that his pants have gone. I'm not sure whether it's because of Dylan or probably more likely he's seen that Stormzy is my G now and that we are coming for him. It's probably, in my opinion, his early retirement from the rap business that we're seeing now.
I mean,
now, I've gone back and forth on whether I should just leave it at that. You know, he's run away, let him off. But I've just watched that Tic Tac business.
How him and Stormzy, mates? Did Stormzy retweet something or whatever?
He made one of the worst, rubbishest, most atrocious raps about me that I've ever seen. Stormzy, if you're watching this, please do go and watch this video, Tic Tac business. It is laughable. So I can't just let it lie. I'm going to have to go after that gimpy little prawn and destroy him, I think. Just to ensure that he doesn't make this mistake and do it to someone else. Stormzy, if you are watching this, you call me your G. I'm more than happy to return that compliment.
Once you sort him out, though, he won't do it to anyone else.
Please do get in contact. I know you tweeted me, but perhaps you could DM me because I gave my email address out at the end of that last video, and I've had a lot of people to return that compliment. You are my G. Stormzy, if you just to ensure that he doesn't make this mistake and do it to someone else. Stormzy, if you are watching this, you called me your G. I'm more than happy to return that compliment. You are my G. Please do get in contact. I know you tweeted me, but perhaps you could DM me because I gave my email address out at the end of that last video, and I've had a lot of people email me saying they're you. I'm not quite sure which one is a real one. So perhaps DM me. It'll be a great day. You know, as I say, I'll travel to you. I'll bring you recording equipment. More than happy to do that. In terms of YouTube revenue, I have to make $10, $12 off each video. My top grossing one has been about $44. But I'd imagine with you in it, it's going to make at least double that. And I'm more than happy to, you know, go 50-50 on the YouTube revenues if that's important to you. Even if it's not, you know, it's money that I'm happy to give you because you'd be an equal partner in this.
My bars, I've been writing a lot, Stormzy. I think I've got the disses down that I want to put in there. It's just the technicalities of rapping that I'm struggling with. Whenever I do it, sometimes it kind of seems to turn into the tune of "My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard." I don't know why.
I remember this.
That's how my raps often kind of go into that tune.
No,
So if you could just help me with that, we could do a little interview, songs, yeah. And then we could record the collaboration at the end.
Hello, Mango Crumble. How's it going, boss?
Just coming at Afghan Dan and ending his pathetic little existence would be great for me. So yeah, hit me up in a DM. I'm really, really excited about this, my G. And Afghan Dan, you probably know already that you've made a mistake, but this isn't going to go away. I am going to deal with this, and you are going to be destroyed. I am going to pluck you out of the water like the angry little prawn that you are, and you will be gasping for breath, just choking, because me and Stormzy are going to destroy you.
I love how he still gives that smile at the end, even though he's pissed off at Afghan Dan. That is legendary. That's very legendary. I'm going on date tonight. Nice, Callum. So how many more? Thing is, time is getting on a bit, man. Those first few videos. Oh, I got a 10-minute self-defense guide. Oh well, at least a lot of these are sort of shorter ones. Try and get through. All right then. Whoops.
And welcome to Callum's Corner. Sorry, I'm smiling. I'm really, really sorry. This is meant to be my self-defense training kind of guide coming at you tonight. I haven't got time to do it now. I'm gonna have to put that off to tomorrow and upload it tomorrow. I'm really sorry. I've got a few more things to do, but something really, really exciting has happened. I was in town earlier today, this afternoon, having a little look around. I was in JD Sports, and as I was looking, I saw this lady. She's only young, 24, 25. I noticed she kept looking at me. And, you know, I'm not being funny. I know I'm not a good-looking man. And recently, when that's happened, it's people who have recognised me. And obviously, you know, I don't think I'm famous or anything like that, but a few people do recognise me now. And it's happened a few times. It used to be.
I mean, Callum got better later, but lately it's actually really awesome. He started getting better with the, you know, Dylan Brewer diss track. Get your JSA, get your JSA. No one cares no more, so go get your JSA. That one was quite good.
Literally amazing.
The Stephen Charles one was peak. All the ones before, you know, the parodies of songs there. Well, I'm guessing the Dylan Brewer one was a parody of the song.
You know, there's always a little bit of anxiety there as she comes to kick her head or laugh at me or something. But no, she came over and she said, "Are you that guy from the internet?"
Vegan World, that was good.
Like, yeah. You know, did you want to call me?
The Taylor Swift one was weird. The Shaggy off one was weird.
And she laughed and said, "No, but I saw that video."
That was funny but weird. They're all laughable. They're all funny. The best one which I took the most serious was the Stephen Charles one, Dylan Brewer one. Ian Moore one was alright. The main really big jab at him was the final bar. But yeah, if Stormzy collab with him, if it was at this point, I think he'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing, mate?" And then Stormzy'd have to take over the whole thing.
Why not? And she was a really attractive.
And if it was Callum's Corner later on, well, I think Tom Stockdale's had a lot of influence on the Stephen Charles one. That's why it ended up being so good, probably.
She was a fiery redhead. Yeah. I know ginger isn't normally my thing, but she reminded me a little bit of Ygritte
from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. And that's literally relationship goals for me. You know, I am yours, you are mine. That's all I want. Anyway, getting ahead of myself. So came home, just had my dinner. And I was thinking about, you know, how I'm going to film my self-defense, what I want to show you. She started texting me. And she said, a few of my mates are going out tonight. We're all going out together. And I mentioned that I met you. And a couple of them really, really like you. Do you want to come and join us? Callum's got himself a date.
Hey.
I'm so excited. So literally, I'm going to jump in the shower now. And then I'm, you know, bugger the bus. I'm getting a taxi. And I'm going to meet him in town. And we're going to go for a few drinks. This is going to be so excited. This could be brilliant. Really hopeful about this. Seemed like a really nice person and really easy on the eye, which is not obviously the be all and end all, but it's nice, isn't it? Anyway, hopefully I can make a little blog, not vlog, I wouldn't do it out of my day, that's just rude, but a little blog when I get home or tomorrow morning and let you know all how it went. But yeah, so I'm really, really sorry you're going to have to wait an extra day for...
No more was kind of mediocre, but Ian is just so awful that you could destroy him pretty easy. Yeah, he's just total POS, isn't he? I did say earlier, you probably wasn't here, but I did say earlier about how he's one of the most evil YouTubers ever. He genuinely is just one of the most evil YouTubers ever. And wait, this was on the 23rd of September too? Why is it raining so much on the 23rd of September? Or is it just a goose on? What's going on? But yeah, pretty much Ian is just one of the most evil guys ever. And the final bar did absolutely demolish him, but the rest of it was sort of, you know, it wasn't really like the Stephen Fry's one where he just kept shot after shot after good shot after good shot. I think because of all the YouTube stuff that was going on, so the date must have gone horrible then. But yeah, I'm pretty sure because of all the YouTube shit that went on, he was just really, really busy and, you know, trying to film that Will and E ping pong video and bloody hell, what the hell is this? Oh, what a load of rubbish. Honestly. But yeah, because of all the shit that was going on, all the YouTubers meeting up in London, all that jazz, he probably just didn't have much free time and they probably just had to slap it together really quick, probably.
Hey up.
Or maybe they just couldn't come up with loads of bars because pretty much all Ian's content is him sitting there on the stream and just babbling on about a load of bollocks, and he doesn't really do anything. He just sort of sits there for 7 hours talking to people. So there isn't really, apart from the bad things he's done, there isn't loads you can pick apart like other YouTubers who actually go about and do stuff and all that jazz. And yeah.
And welcome to Callum's Corner. So it wasn't. I don't think it wasn't a date last night. I realised that pretty much as soon as I got there. I kind of picked it up in my own mind, and that wasn't what it was. I think it was just people wanting to hang out with me because they kind of knew me from the internet, and all our friends were there, and it was just I'm feeling pretty down about it, to be honest with you. I stayed, and I thought, well, of course, maybe it's not a date yet, but if you kind of prove that you're awesome, cool and stuff, and I was giving it all my best, I was dancing and stuff, and I've got this move which I don't know, I feel like it's kind of moved on since I was younger a little bit. I mean, I was on the dance floor and I was giving it my little move, which is where I pretend I've got those little ting-ting instruments, and I'm kind of doing all of that, and she seemed to be liking it. But then this bloke with a top knot, like a stupid little bun on top of his head, came over and he ended up necking with her, and it's like, he wasn't even dancing or anything. Why is that impressive? I can't compete with her. Looks like a stupid rhino horn on the top of their head. And
so I don't mean
if I grow my hair, I'm going to look a bit thin on top, so it might look funny. Yeah, so I got home, looked through my Facebook messages, and there's quite a lot of abuse about how I was too ugly to have a woman. I just didn't end up feeling great last night.
They shouldn't be kicking him well. That's not very nice.
Yeah. I don't want to overshare or anything, but I just feel like the world has kind of moved on a little bit. I feel like I'm missed my boat or something. And people who when I was younger I thought were, awesome, like Britney Spears and stuff. I mean, I've got older and it doesn't feel like she's got any more attainable as she's got older. And even people like Kat Slater off EastEnders, who I used to think was so fit when I was younger, just like I look at her now and I'm, I don't even know if I would find her attractive, and it's a scary thing.
At least YouTube worked out in the end. At least he didn't miss his mark, At least
just ended up, you know what I mean, on Pornhub, and I'm looking at something to make me feel better, and I ended up looking at my search terms like chav porn, because that's the only thing, only kind of person I could imagine finding me attractive, and it was a bad night last night. I'm going to try and do my self-defense later, but yeah, I've probably overshared a little bit on this, but I think it's good to talk about these things because, everyone has ups and downs.
I'm really sorry, you shouldn't be talking about this. The problem is, right, everyone, pretty much, it's out there. There are people who's going to, I know this is years later, and if someone came up to Callum or came on a stream and said, oh, ha, 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 he wouldn't really care, he's doing really well now financially, and just everything in his life seems to be going really good in general. But you shouldn't really, if you are feeling down or annoyed, you should usually put it up after you've fixed it to say, oh man, yeah, it's going good now, but I had this happen before, or not put it up at all, because putting it up while you're down about it, people are just going to take the piss really quick. So
sometimes they're feeling great, and then sometimes they're feeling rubbish, and it's important to remember it's a human thing, I guess, isn't it? That's something that everyone goes through, everyone faces rejection and feels bad about themselves. So I'm not embarrassed, I guess, about sharing. I don't know.
Thing is, though, I guess when you're like, you know, how old was he back then? 34, 35, well, 34. You sort of don't realise how big YouTube is. And you just sort of think to yourself, well, it ain't a big deal, is it? You know, all my stuff being out there public, it doesn't really matter, does it? So being cheered up, hey, brilliant. At least he's cheered up now. That's really good.
Welcome to Callum's Corner. So I was feeling and welcome to Callum's Corner. So I was feeling a bit down earlier, but like a gift from the gods, some spasmoid has cheered me up. He sent me a send. You might recognise him, James Dowsett. He was on Will's Twatty, I think it was last week. He was basically calling Will in here beg and stuff. The guy with 200,000 subscribers.
I'm guessing you want to join.
So I sent a little clip over to Will calling him a spasmoid, which he put in his Twatty. And now he's decided to come for me. I mean, the video's pathetic. First thing he does, I will link it up so you can go over and watch it and have a laugh.
Oh, you said when's the next podcast? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll let you in, mate, yeah.
I mean, he looks like a retarded Harry Kane for a start, but he starts off the video and he shouts out Ibby, Sting and Dylan Brewer. That's who he's decided to align himself with in this whole kind of grime debacle that's engulfed Twitter and YouTube. He's going with Ibby Sting, the fat lad who's rapping underneath a motorway underpass. Anyway, he gets into it and he can't rap. First, he can barely speak. I'm surprised he hasn't got someone sitting next to him, kind of reminding him to breathe. He seems that stupid. But he gets into it. And at one point, he does this little thing with his hands. Well, actually, it's almost all throughout it. I think he's trying to be like a, you know, like rappers sometimes wave their hands around. But he's kind of invented this new thing. It's like jazz hands. He's wiggling them around. But he's
ages ago, a family member said to me, "Oh, you know, what are your moves like on the dance floor?" I said, "I ain't really got many moves, but you know, I do the raps like Eminem." They're like, "What are you on about?" I'm like, you know, he goes, woof, woof, woof. He said, "You don't want to be going like this all the time, like Eminem on the bloody dance floor. Like, how's that gonna? Everyone's just gonna think, what a lunatic." So,
it's a spasmoid. He's basically invented spaz hands in his video. You honestly, you will laugh your ass off if you go watch it. The guy is the biggest spasmoid I've ever seen with his pathetic little snapback hat on. Look at his Twitter. This is the guy who's calling Will and Earbeg. Every single one of his tweets is tweeting his pathetic little send. He's sending for everyone. He's sending for everyone and he's tweeting everyone about it, basically. Anyone that you can imagine who might possibly feature him in a video. He needs... I don't know what he needs. I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing this video because it's giving him oxygen that he doesn't deserve, but it's cheered me up, I guess. And I watched a couple more of his videos, some of the horrible allegations he makes. One of them, he's slandering Will N.E. again, saying that Will apparently doesn't really have any viewers. He invents Twitter accounts every time he puts a video on there. He opens Twitter accounts, fake ones, and retweets and likes it, and then he closes them back down again. So his 200,000 subscribers apparently will.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, accounts and stuff and following.
All right, I'm in a pretty good mood today. Do you know why?
Why?
Guess why?
No.
It's happened a few minutes ago.
No.
Think of the numbers 2 and 0. Germany.
2 and 0. Oh yeah. Hey, yes. Yeah.
Meat pie, sausage roll. Come on, England, give us a goal. I'm bloody elated, mate. Like, oh man, I'm hoping this is like Euro 90. What is it with the ending digit of 6? Like Euro World Cup 66, Euro 96. I don't get it. Okay. Hey,
I mean, I thought we was going to lose 3-0. To be fair, I didn't even bother.
It's Germany, but to be fair, they've been pretty bad in form. Not to mention Ozil's not playing and so on. They've been on pretty bad form recently. I was thinking, oh no, this is going to go to penalties, but then they got that goal and it's just like, there's no way they can clutch this. It's back. Like normally, when it comes to international tournaments, it's either Germany or Brazil. Well, that's the Euros, not the World Cup, so Brazil's not there. Germany are usually the team to beat. Like, you know, once you got Germany out of the competition, it becomes a lot... Like, you know, they usually one of the best, you know, European international teams, if not the best. And they're just out like that.
Yeah. And
I reckon Portugal is probably going to be our hardest.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we've either got the choice of Ukraine or Sweden.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, the next one's Ukraine or Sweden. Well, didn't we do them 2-0 in the World Cup or something? So can we re-perform that? Can we do that again, or is it too hard? Or
it wouldn't be too hard. England's actually getting a better form now.
Mm-hmm.
Still, man, that reminds me. Someone actually taught. I was walking past the pub, right? I'm talking, about. Someone actually taught me a slur for Croatians.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, even though YouTube probably won't pick it up because when you can't be racist to white people and to it's a belly. Hang on, let me. I'm gonna go. Hang on. How do I stop cam?
There you go. I mean, if you didn't know how to, I can just kick you, remove you from the thing. So.
Watching every one of his videos, the stuff this guy says does not make sense. I mean, I don't want to say anything too harsh, but really, I mean, best case scenario for you, James, if you turn your life around now, you might get to say, do you want fries with that? If you carry on the path
Callum.
that you're on at the moment, the only thing
Career
you're going to be saying
McDonald's,
is
bro.
walking down the
Not
road.
even going to go for manager. I'm just going to be sitting on the
skunk.
sitting at the window.
I mean, you already look like
can
that
I
kind
take
of
your
drug
order?
anyway. But
can I take your order?
Mate, come on.
Can I take?
Well,
no.
Too late. Try and turn it around because you've made yourself
look
look
take your order?
like a massive.
Can I take your order?
Now.
All the time. That's what I'm going to do, Callum. Thank you. Again.
Thanks for cheering me up, though. I needed it tonight.
Yeah. Pathetic. Again, amazing that he gets angry and gets pissed off at someone, but then gives them the cheeky smile at the end, like, you've been burned then. You've been wrecked by the Callum's corner. Honestly. But yeah, man. I'm glad it cheered him up. Yo, is my internet broke? I can't get to the next video. It won't load. Are you seeing this? I bet it's broken. Oh shit. Come on, work. Don't end the stream like this. Not like this. So does it work if I just click on? Yeah, it does. The video is still working, so I don't see why it won't let me. And now it's not going to come with that up. There we go. Yeah, ridiculous. All right, come on, work. All right, looks like it. Oh, for God's sake. I can't even remember what was next. I genuinely cannot. All right, if we scroll down here, will it? What's amazing, if you scroll down here, it's like the last video was 8 months ago. And if you go on the first, compared to how much you uploaded before, bloody hell. Well, not first video, but like, you know what I mean. Yeah, I can't go down on either page. What the hell's going on? Have I just done it too many times or something? Oh, bloody hell. Uploads, here we go. Let's just try this instead. What? Yeah, let's just watch it as a playlist, actually. Might as well. Bloody hell, 685. Jeez Louise. 79. That's it. All right, hold on. Loop. No, not loop. Oh, no. Right, how do I get to the 685th one? Come on, lad. I have to scroll to the next one. Oh, for God's sake. All right, maybe it works now. Please work. Fuck's sake, man. All right. I haven't given up yet. I have not given up yet. There is always plan B. Okay, so still works on my phone. Yep, works perfectly on my phone. I can still scroll down. So from what I remember, the next video is Q&A, wagon wheel, date, low point, shoot up. Here we go. Experience with aliens. So, see, you haven't beaten me yet. My experience with, oh no, I spelled it wrong. Aliens. There we go. Callum's Corner. Here we go. Next one. There we go. And then the one after that is Birthday Roses review. And then I've already watched that 1 minute one. So
using a professional microphone. Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Now using a professional microphone.
I'm sorry,
device.
Callum. That's not a pro
this
microphone.
Will improve the clarity of your audio.
Because he didn't go back to
So
after a while.
tonight I'm doing a video, and I've gone back and forth. It's back and forth. Should I? Shouldn't I talk about it? A lot of people are probably going to mock me for this, but I've decided what
a lot of other issues as well. I mean, even this, the Blue Yeti mic, it ain't perfect. It's the mean mic, but it's standard. This mic, I don't know what the hell it is. It's talking to
I believe I was visited by aliens. It happened when I was about 7 years old. We were living
when he
on
was
the
7
Isle of
years old.
Wight.
This is ridiculous.
I had a bedroom, and if you can imagine it, it was a big square, and my bed was facing away from the window. I woke up, it was about 2 or 3 in the morning, and I woke up to this kind of blinding light filling my bedroom. Now, alongside this light, and this light was otherworldly. I've never seen anything like it.
Back.
Hello there.
Like it before. It was totally anyway.
Wait,
alongside
can you change the photo?
Yeah.
Can you change the photo?
Adams.
I know what you're thinking.
Please change the photo. Please.
Okay. No more Adolf Adams. Hang on. I have to.
On the Isle of Wight is going to be quite quiet, but no, it wasn't. The Isle of Wight, anyone who's ever lived there will know it has its own noise. I lived in Cowes, very, very close to the river. My back garden almost went down to the River Medina. All night long, there was noise. There was birds. There was the sound of water. There was the sound of ships. There was, there was the sound of the wind in the masts, whistling. Anyone who's lived near the coast will recognise those sounds. They were gone. They were absolutely gone. Absolute silence and a total feeling that I'd been transported to almost a parallel universe. The people, my parents, my sister in the house, they were no longer at the same plane as me. I was gone to them now. Anyway, I turned around in my bed and looked behind my headboard. Where my window was had totally disappeared. There was just a passageway of light, and there were these beings coming down towards me. I wouldn't say walking, but they were, I wouldn't say floating either, maybe a mixture coming down towards me. Not quite like the classic aliens that you've seen on the X-Files, more reptilian, I would say.
Reptilian.
Kind of a darker, scalier skin, but with quite long heads. Not hostile in any way, as far as I know, but definitely not from Earth. Well, as far as I know, who knows, we could be made from aliens. The human race could have spawned because a microscopic alien turd floated into the atmosphere or something. Who knows?
Legendary.
But they were aliens. Anyway, as they got closer, my consciousness just left me. And then I woke up the next morning as if everything was normal, but with the memory of that early encounter. I don't think they've been back to me since. I like to think they do keep an eye on me, but I don't know
so much since
for sure who does. I don't know whether I was probed or whether I was implanted.
Old Callum's sort of like more out of touch. Well, new Callum is more in touch and with it. I mean, when he's raging, he's at his funniest. But if we're talking, if we're talking of just the way he is and how he's more appealing for YouTube videos now, I think his personality's like at its coolest now. He just seems like himself and, not too nervous and having a laugh. But his actual videos, I mean, the best stuff is his raging videos when he's going out and about. But thankfully, he is going out. Well, he says he's going to go out and about again because the lockdown bollocks is over. Hello there.
Okay, I'm back.
Fingers. Yep, nice.
With something, I do believe they may have given me.
That doesn't really like me talking. You think it's not some dodgy. It's not every stranger is the creepy old man from the e-safety adverts.
As well as a kind of
honestly, you should get off just because of the time.
connection knowledge is the best way to describe it. I'm not alien or anything like that. I've been gifted by aliens, maybe.
You bloody coming down like
rubbish, but this is my experience. I've had an experience.
And then I hear you chatting up with your mates until midnight, right?
Maybe you will. Anyway, this has been.
Sorry about that, but yeah, there's an argument in the background.
Gives you a better clarity.
Sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that, man. But yeah, if there's an argument, it's best to deal with that first before you. Oh shit! What's the next video? Before you get back in the stream and whatever. Fuck. Where's my phone? I don't even know if I can still scroll down to the bottom bit, to be fair. Come on. Well, it won't even work, man. For God's sake. Fuck, man. What was the next video? I can't believe I've lost my phone. Hold on. Please stand by. All right. Oh man, I just can't find my phone. Oh, here it is. There we go. All right then. So next video is fuck. Birthday roses review. Here we go. All right then. All right. Ah man, 15 seconds. Piss take. All right.
So today is my birthday, 35 years old, which is worrying.
Can I get back?
Been a good day so far, pretty low key, just working on my badges and stuff. Hopefully got some exciting news for you this evening on that front. Had birthday cake for breakfast, which I love to do, good quality Victoria sponge. My birthday and Christmas, I kind of like to eat the festive foods. At Christmas, that will be lots of different types of chocolates, nuts, the roast dinners, and then kind of leftovers, crackers, cheese, meats, you know, the lot. On my birthday, it's mainly kind of cake, and I always do ask for this, the cover roses. Now, this video is going to focus on the cover roses because there's been some disturbing changes, and they do try and get sneak these changes through. First off, there's a new chocolate on here that I haven't seen quite recently. Almond caramel bite. That's unusual. The coffee one is now called Coffee Escape. Not much of an escape with it. But to the big ticket items, I know what everyone loves. Well, I know what I love. The strawberry creams are coming in a different wrapper. Even more square now, this wrapper. Can you see that? I don't approve of these changes in wrappers.
I do respect how he's quite the food he's reviewing. Well, not obscure things, but like the wagon wheel.
Shape of the chocolate.
And now he's reviewing the birthday roses review.
Consistent. The fondant inside is good. It's a good quality in this batch they're doing now. There's none of that separation where you get a little bit of the strawberry jam at the bottom. I really do dislike that. But the biggest change has been in the biggest ticket item, the purple one. It no longer has its distinctive shape. The purple one, if you're not aware of, used to be shaped almost like a Brazil nut. It has a big chocolate outer casing, caramel with the nut in the middle. The purple one now has been changed. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't know whether the camera can pick that up. It's like a square, but there's a little bit cut out of it. Still got the same ingredients in there. You see the hazelnut in there, but no, it's not as good as it was. These are not changes that I welcome. So it still tastes good though.
I'm not sure what pictures are set as.
I'm making this batch of roses.
Who is that guy?
6.
That's the try hard. No, that's come on, bruh. Everyone spams it whenever, you know, something with. And I'm gonna say, call it. Whenever I'm gonna, you know what I mean by Nicholas, as in a Nicholas. You know what I mean. What do you mean? What the short form of Nicholas Gurr is.
Oh, for God's sake!
So I'm just gonna say Nicholas, and you'll know what I mean.
Oh.
That way, you know, we can avoid a lot of trouble.
You're just going to keep saying Nicholas in regards to disgrace.
For example, Callum's early reviews are a bit weird. Like, sure, you have. I know you talked about how Callum's newer reviews are just like they're really, generic YouTube style. But Callum's older ones are just. It's just like it's just really weird. Like, it's just like it's just ooh look. It's just his older reviews are just. He's on the same. Why is it that sofa that he uses for so many rants? Just asking.
I think he's just pissed, man, and he just comes in, sits down, and just vents at the camera.
I know, but it's the same white background. I think this is the same white wall, right? This is the same room that Tic Tac occurred in, that Quavers occurred in, and I think what else had it occur in? I think the egg and beard incident also occurred in that room.
Yeah.
Like, this room is just a rage room. This is just the rage room where Callum sucks up dogs for Quavers.
That I'm assuming an awful lot in my videos and stuff that I make. I'm assuming that you guys have a kind of flawless and fundamental knowledge of good practices and safety. And actually, I probably shouldn't be making any such assumptions because some people, whether through lack of knowledge or just sheer stupidity, obviously aren't at my kind of level of safety and consciousness. Now, as part of my bathing routine, what I will do once I've slipped under there and I'm all kind of comfortable.
Why is he telling people about this?
Is I will give
Why
myself.
is he telling people about his bathroom routine?
That's
well odd.
The imperative.
But I remember this. Yeah, this is kind of important. He says, check for lumps. Oh, I didn't read the full thing. Yeah, check for lumps.
Check
on your
for
balls.
lumps.
Yeah.
Check for lumps on your what?
On your balls for testicular cancer. That I remember this.
It's checking your testicles. For any kind of lumps, any
I don't know why he's
abnormalities,
making a video about this.
Just anything you notice is different. You need to get to know them. So you should be doing this at least every week.
That reminds me. Oh god,
Have you
ever heard of it? Do you know what inverse psoriasis is?
And anything that's kind of different.
No.
So you know what psoriasis is, right?
Don't panic.
Well,
just
inverse psoriasis is psoriasis on your dick and balls. It's really bad.
But yeah, it's scary. It's best to catch these things early. For women, it's the breast area that you need to be checking.
Yeah.
They can.
I guess it's nice that he cares enough about his viewers.
One of the most common forms of cancer, but it's so much more treatable if you do catch it early. So just do it on a weekly basis. Do it in the bath, in the shower. Find a technique that's comfortable for you, and it can be very comfortable.
James,
gentlemen, I would as well suggest that you
still
kind
find
of
some of his
area as well. Your arm.
Is it me or are there just certain locations where certain videos are filmed? It's just like there's the rage space, which we all know, the red sofa and the white background, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the floor, which is where all the really weird stuff happens. Like, the police self-defense video.
Yeah.
And him dancing around looking like a bloody extra from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But you're over
I still feel like one of the most underrated videos is the one with his mum in the chimney naked. Who does that? Like looking your mum in with one of those things that they used to feed pets. What did he even put in there? What kind of food do you put in one of those for your mum? Sausage rolls. You put the sausage rolls in the dog food automatic dispenser, and every day the sausage roll, the way he's stuck in the chimney naked video is just I can't. Cycling spasmoids.
Here we go.
It's her brunch, to be fair. Why is she trying to spoil it for you? Like, I understand if it was your birthday brunch and she was trying to spoil it, but like.
Well, Callum's corner. Right, I'm pretty peaked.
Oh, you can't see his forehead lines. And then
Hey up,
suddenly,
hey up. Hey up. Welcome to Callum's corner. Right, I'm pretty peaked off tonight, to be honest with you. As many of you will know.
You know what did him well views-wise? These ridiculously long mental titles.
Oh, it was my birthday on Monday. Now, it's my sister's birthday this weekend. And already she's trying to steal all of the limelight back off me. She's always been jealous of me because I'm older than her.
Come on.
And
yeah,
now
as you said,
she's having two
it's his sister's birthday.
Events,
Why does it matter who has the bloody limelight at the end of the day?
She's going to a gig.
Well, actually, no, it's their birthday.
Which is fine by me. Don't want to go with
as long as she doesn't steal his limelight on his birthday. Why should she care? Why should he care about her limelight?
Sunday. Now, I'm not keen on brunch anyway.
That reminds me, it's my birthday in a few days.
Bagels and stuff. It's a sandwich.
No, not that. Hang on, let me change that real quick.
I don't know. Anyway, we're going along for this brunch on Sunday, and she's phoned me now, and she said that I'm not allowed to just live vlog it, which is ridiculous. Apparently, some people might not want to be in my videos and find them offensive. There's nothing offensive about them. They're just nice videos trying to help people.
How can you get offended by
How do you get offended by Callum's videos? Like, how would you get offended by a Callum video?
There's some next level shit. I don't know what sort.
And again, honestly, I wouldn't like. I thought my sisters were bad, but Callum's sister actually sounds like a bad person. I'm not gonna lie.
A next level crazy lady, yeah.
Why is every female involved in Callum's life crazy? His mum, who gets naked stuck in a chimney. His sister, who's his sister is literally an SJW strawman from a 2016 meme. She's a vegan and she's a lesbian and so on.
Well, she's bisexual, isn't she? Because she.
And then you have the whole thing with the blooming Michelle saga, which was absolutely nuts.
Oh, is that that's it.
What?
Right.
I ask people's permission before I film them and stuff. It's ridiculous. There's going to be loads of vegans and stuff there, and I was going to try and confront them and get them on film and question them. And now I can't just do it naturally. I've got to speak to them first and ask for permission. Pretty PewDiePie and stuff and big YouTubers and stuff, they don't come across these kind of hurdles. It's holding back my career. It's not fair. Well, I'm still going. I think she's just trying to stop me going anyway, but I will be there and I'll ask for people's stupid permission to get their spasmoid faces on my video. And if they've got any conviction in their convictions, then they will appear in my videos and be questioned about their veganism and stuff. So they'll have to stand up if they've got any kind of gumption about themselves.
Right,
I will bring my fans what they want, and what they want is a live vlog.
Oh, he looked a bit upset at the end of that one. Gee, sorry about this, Cal. Bloody hell. He gave the smile, then looked sad. He usually gives a smile while he's stopping the camera. So the vegan SJWs must be getting to him, man. They must be pissing him off, sadly. Bunch of twats. All right, then. I haven't actually watched this one yet. I don't care what it says. Might as well get... Yeah, I haven't watched this one either. Genuinely, I've got to watch this. What time is it? 9:52. 10 minute. It'll be 10:02. Then 1 and 1. It's the one below 3 minute. How many would have we got through then? Not really that well. Yeah, 5, 9, 14. Might as well make it 15 by watching this short one as well. Another 15 videos clocked in. So that'll be cool. All right then. Oh, bollocks. More bloody adverts as always. That's why it's good how Critical does this. Critical does this because he watches very very, very obscure stuff. So because he watches really obscure stuff.
Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner.
The pain of crap adverts at the start because it's usually just a whole very obscure, video. Absolute mad randomness.
So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this, and
just really
so much of self-defense and so much of why I'm good at it is in the mind. I'm not, although I am blessed physically, I am quite large. I'm not the most muscly guy by any means. I've got great core strength because I work at it. But to look at me, you wouldn't think, apart from being so tall and stuff, you wouldn't think I was particularly kind of intimidating maybe, but it's all about the mindset. And I've got that kind of tactical mind that means that I've examined every possible situation in my mind and kind of come up with rebuffs, rebuttals, and defense mechanisms, I guess you'd say, against any form of attack. So I'm going to try and train you. I mean, you're never going to be up at my standard, but I'm going to try and train you. Now, the other night I slept out in the wild. I'm feeling a bit disheveled. It's time for a kind of whole new outlook to do this video. So I'm going to start with a fresh trim. And I'd recommend...
Oh, yeah, so it's a self-defense video about... Well, the thing is, Callum can say all this stuff, but let's be real. If a 5'3" bloke walks up to you, right, and starts like, saying stuff, you're just not going to laugh. It depends who it is. If it's like Henry Cejudo, you're not going to laugh at him, are you? He's quite bulky. But if it's like just some random Tom, Dick and Harry who's like 5'3", again, I'm not height shaming. It's absolutely fine to be whatever your height you are. There's people with a small man syndrome, tall man syndrome. Just want to say it right now. But point being, and the thing is, this even happens in nature, which I'll back up what I'm saying in a sec, right?
You know,
but being 6'5", you are going to have more intimidation than a regular 6'5" person is going to have more intimidation than a regular 5'3" person. And it happens in the wild. It's in nature. If you get tall, that's what scares off a bear or a lion, isn't it? Like getting tall like this. That's what scares them off. If you're little or hunched over, they're not going to be as scared, are they? So
I'll start down there.
I get what he means about the mindset, but if you're 6'5", 6'5" person walking your way, you're going to be a lot more intimidated than a 5'3" person walking your way.
You can see
classic Callum is just amazing. Damn right, Josh Brooker.
And I can already say those bits that have been shaven.
Oh yeah, I remember what he said. Yeah,
fresher,
in case in a street fight they grab his hair, isn't it? But the
So
thing is, the short hair suits him because he's lost
the.
he's got one of those heads that. Well, he's got that hair loss where you've sort of got like a bit at the front, and then you miss a load of this. So you might as well just keep it short, to be honest. But if you can grow hair, you should. If you can grow proper hair, you should grow. It's like Paul Heyman who's bald. He has all the hair around the outside, and it looks okay, but it doesn't really that. I don't know if he shaved his that hair off now, but when I was used to watch WWE, he had that hair.
Strongly recommend shaving your hair now before you go any further with this video.
Bloody hell, the belly on him, Callum. The belly. I'm sorry. I know a few videos or a video later we just gone about how I call him fat, but yeah, he's a lot more chubby now, to be fair. But again, not an insult. It's fine to carry a bit of weight. It's not like he's a massive bloat or anything this big. But all I'll say is, do try to either keep the weight you're at, Callum, or lose the weight. I mean, in the future, Callum's like quite chubby. Obviously, lockdown weight and all that crap. But yeah, you've just got to try and lose the weight, mate. You know, you've just got to, it's all right to have a bit of weight on you, but you can't be getting too big. So,
right, I'm going to show you an exercise that will really help you.
Go on, Cal. Let's
self-defense preparation.
Oh, wait, this is the legendary iconic one can of beans.
Everyone, I hope all of you have got a sofa in your house.
No, we haven't. Quite nice setup though, really. Very nice.
Like when you were little, do it with hands, so you're up in the air.
You sort of want, but if I'm being honest, I mean, nice moves for
hands,
yeah.
So you're up in the air.
Good agility for 6'5".
Yeah.
You sort of, this is cool, but you sort of want a sofa split apart, don't you? You don't want to be all sitting on the same bloody sofa, but I mean, each to their own.
It's a big part of the fight.
Imagine if you stepped in dog shit all over the windows near the handle too. You don't want dog shit on your hands. Oh no, Callum, no! Hopefully they never touch the window handle again to open it.
Really improves your core strength.
Just smash the window to open it. It's better than getting dog shit on your hands.
Than sit-ups, because it's...
He's already getting worn out doing this. Oh, it's core muscles.
There. And... it's good practice. Callum, so you should be moving, thinking of ways you can move them.
I'm not being mean. Yeah, the up kick is fine, but like really, you should be practicing. If you do end up on your back, obviously practice getting up and scrambling. But the main thing you want to practice, obviously, don't end up on your back in the first place. Don't end up on the ground. Thing is, right, over the years, because I remember when I first did MMA. Right, I know this is quite irrelevant information, but this is, you know, I might as well respond to things that Callum's saying. Actually, I might as well continue it. But pretty much, right, I did MMA for like, well, I did MMA a bit later, but I did MMA at this specific place, and I got taken down and tapped a few times and all that jazz in sparring. And my Thai boxing trainer at a different gym was like, "Oh, where have you been on this day?" And I've been like, "Well, I'm
your legs in the grappling situation."
And he was like, "Oh, well," I was like, "I'm just doing MMA because if you get taken down, you're going to get submitted." And he's like, "Yeah, but you just don't want to get on the ground in the first place." And I'm thinking, okay. the thing is, if you don't know how to defend a takedown, if you can't hop on one leg to defend a single leg, if you can't sprawl to defend a double leg or spread your legs up against the wall or the cage wall, MMA cage wall, or if you can't, you know, defend a body lock and try and get your hands under their arms and separate from them, if you can't do that, you know, then shit isn't going to work out. I know if they try and take you down, you can elbow them in the head, but they can go for a double body lock. They can just, wrestlers can literally, freestyle wrestlers can just go for the double, pick you up and slam you down. If you have no way of countering that, you know, you're going to be fucked. I suppose you can just elbow him in the back of the head or in the neck with Thai boxing. Maybe it works, but the double body lock, I suppose you can try and get the clinch, but you don't. You're so used to, if they do get the double body lock in the Thai boxing clinch, for them going for knees, you're not used for them for going inside, outside trips and slamming you down, are you? So
to regain your balance.
Yeah, point being,
to at least your knees.
When you're on your back, I can't believe I just rambled. What you want to do is, like, so say this is you lying on your back. Instead of kicking up, and don't do this with your legs. I don't know why Callum was doing that for practice. That's ridiculous. If you're on your back, you either want to do this with your leg, an up kick to try and get them in the face, push the leg like this forward, up in their face or on their body, or like do this with your foot, but aim for their knees. That's what you want to do. They're the main things if you're stuck on your back. But obviously, you know, you're not really going to have a lot of chance off your back. And the best thing to do is like to get up really quick and not do this with your legs like Callum was doing.
And you brought your opponent down to your level. At this point, you really need to press home your advantage because it is dog eat dog at this point. Now, there's a number of things you can do.
Jeremy hasn't done one of these in ages.
I've decommissioned my legs here, which are one of my most powerful assets, but I've got very long arms. So my reach, I would be grabbing hold of someone, but keeping them at arm's length, maybe going for like a flying headbutt or something. So grab them and then just flying at them.
This is ridiculous.
Or something, so arm's length, maybe going for like a flying headbutt or something. So grab them and then just flying at them.
No, but you're not meant to grab people and throw a strike because you're not.
Or the other thing
How can you not laugh?
Is
if you grab them,
if you're getting close enough,
if you're on the ground and grab them, what you want to do if they're on the ground, just go for hammer fists or like hooks or whatever.
The moment is you want to try and kind of flip them down. You want to be up lightning quick.
They can get lightning quick too, but I suppose if you have the arms around them, it's going to be hard.
They're still there. And at this point, now I've talked about elbows being crucial. You don't want to use your fist. These bones can break.
He's right there. You don't want to use elbows or hammer fist. Though you need to mention the hammer fist.
Now I've reduced the force I would use there because I don't want to hurt my elbow needlessly. But I would seriously go a lot harder than that. Or the other thing you've got, even better than an elbow, because you can put a lot more of your weight behind it. This is my opponent's head there. I will be up. I'll be up and straight in. Boom!
Boom! I love how there's always a sound effect with the strike. You get a lot of fighters going.
So now you're working on the Italians. You're getting better. But you need to start fueling the winner.
You know,
H2O, lots of it. And also,
oh yeah, damn right. Get the water.
I know I'm against vegans and all of that, but you do need.
I'm absolutely bursting for a piss. I'm so sorry. BRB, 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 BRB. I will get a police standby with CVA. All right then.
Vegetables. It doesn't need to be presented in a, you know, namby-pamby kind of hummusy dip way.
Legendary.
I've been gnawing on this red pepper all day long now, and I'm going to finish it before the end of the night. And I'm just tucking into it like a caveman, just tearing strips off it as and when I fancy a bit. And you can enjoy eating vegetables this way. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Lovely. Hey up, right, for this final segment, I'm going to show you some evasive techniques, and then we're going to kind of tie everything together. So we've worked on our ground and pound, so you've got some strength there.
Oh yes, this is
ideally, you do not want to be going down on your back because you are so much more vulnerable there. You've got a few techniques to get yourself back up again, but let's try and avoid getting there all together. So on this exercise, what I've got here is a dining room table set up, and I'm going to dance my way around it. And you need to start doing stuff like this. And I know what you're thinking. You're going to say, Callum, look, there's like rugs on the floor. There's obstacles and stuff. But guess what? In the real world, when a fight kicks off, it could be on the street,
anywhere, couldn't it?
Cobblestones, it could be in a hall, it could be in a school. You don't know when it's going to kick off or where it's going to be, so you need to be prepared for any situation. But what I would do is imagine you've got someone coming at you, and look at me, look at the way I'm moving round like this. This is a good starting move. And as you get more confident, you can move some spins into it.
Oh, why does it have to be an ad? It's like the best moment.
You can move like this, coming at.
I need to watch this.
What I would do is imagine you've got someone coming at you, and look at me, look at the way I'm moving round like this. This is a good starting move. And as you get more confident, you can move some spins into it.
I mean, you are looking at like, you wouldn't keep your hands down, would you? Keep your hands up to defend your head. And the thing is, you'd also, if you're going to act that sporadic, move your head as well, because that's the way hard. Obviously, focus on your body. Moving your body is a lot harder than moving your head. And the thing is, the body is obviously there to be hit a lot more by your head. You can duck and dive punches and all that stuff. But yeah, your body doesn't obviously work in the same way as your head. Your head is a smaller target. That's why it's so daft when fighters are swinging for people's heads and then they're all dodging all the time. But I'm thinking, go to the body. Or like if fighters are throwing about 1 million hooks at someone's head and they've got their guard up like this and they can't get anything through, go to the body or throw kicks or go for the takedown or go for the body lock and knee him and just go for the clinch or inside or outside trick. Ridiculous.
You see how fast and confidently I'm moving.
I mean, this one sort of makes sense a bit.
And then you want to tie it all together.
With a can of beans. Iconic. This is one of the best YouTube moments ever.
100 times now. And keep it on you.
I should at least.
So now I'm not only going to be evading, I'm going to be attacking as well. This is, you practice this 5-10 minutes a day. You thank me when the time comes. Right. So they're coming at me. I spun round. Boom!
Gem.
Boom, boom. Doesn't matter how many there are.
You nearly hit him on there.
Kneecap boom!
Kneecap boom! Best one ever. Iconic.
There you go. You've done the hard work now. You're on your way to becoming self-sufficient in defence. You should reward yourself. That's what I'm going to do now. This is just a little extra section at the end of the DVD, if you will. You can not watch this because it contains no more self-defence now. This is just a little treat for my fans and a treat for me.
I'm a big fan. I'm going to
chocolate melt in the middle puddings from the co-op. Truly irresistible range.
You're trying to lose weight.
On sale, $1.49. Yes, please. Going to eat both of them. I've just opened one and look at that. It's gleaming.
Not okay,
lovely. In the microwave, 1 minute.
Ice cream. So that's just me. In a way, it's an advantage. I don't like those things.
I don't know whether to wave and share
with
you tomorrow. Just bite into it. Probably not, because they are proper hot when they come out the microwave. But to describe it to you, you've got a light yet sticky chocolate sponge, which is hollow in the middle. It's encasing a chocolate sauce. And the chocolate sauce has gone into the sponge as well, in at least half of it. And it's like this kind of chocolatey, mushy pudding. It is so lovely. The co-op have got it bang on. Their ones, they're probably the nicest ones. I'll eat 2 of them, no trouble at all. It really is delicious. And it's, when you think about it, you know, a little of what you want is actually good for you, because I've been running around that table. I've been legs dangling everywhere. I've burnt off, must be hundreds and hundreds of calories. So going to replace it now. Yes, it's a little bit fatty, but it does have, you know, stuff like butter in it, which is nourishing. Sugars to a degree are good for you when you've been exercising hard, like I have. And the chocolates degree are good for you. It does have, you know, stuff like butter in it, which is nourishing. Sugars to a degree are good for you when you've been exercising hard, like I have.
Not a massive
and the chocolate's just
chocolate
nice.
cake. What are you going on? And it's not
Anyway,
even
I really hope you've enjoyed
count.
this whole kind of spectacular,
this is ridiculousness right
extra long self-defense bid. That's what it is, not a DVD, a video. If you want more of them, do let me know. I will devise more. It takes me a little while because before I release techniques, I have to know that I've got like the antivirus for it. So I have to work out moves to be able to combat what I'm teaching you, just in case some spasmoid like Gareth or something's watching and has to
Yeah, he quiets it down. Oh no, not this one. No, no, go away.
Hey, do you want to save money when?
Damn it! All the bloody ads constantly playing. Thing is, I thought I'd paused it, but it just bloody played anyway. Where are we now? Here we go, iconic. My nephew.
Welcome to Callum's Corner. And welcome to Callum's Corner. Look, I'm crossing. And welcome to Callum's Corner. Look, I'm cross at you. I really am. I've worked my arse off to bring you this self-defense video. And do you know, I really am. I've worked my arse off to bring you this self-defense video. And do you know what people are commenting on it? You're fat. You're fat. Or you've let yourself go. You've got fat. Unbelievable. I borrowed a baby. I was about to put out a video. Look.
Without him, like, him saying that before explaining that it's his nephew, that is risky. That is odd. You get the police called on you robbing a baby, but no. Well, borrowing a baby, that's just... But there
nothing
we go.
Weird.
Hey, legend. Eddie.
My nephew, Eddie.
Eddie.
Borrowed a baby. I was going to do a guide in case I'm looking after a baby, in case I've got teenage mums or fathers watching my videos. I'm trying to bring you help. My self-defense guide took me hours to make, and you're calling me fat. I'm bloody fat. Look at me. Fat. Look.
Looks like he's sucking it.
It's relaxed muscle is what you can see. If it was fat, I couldn't tense it up like that.
Eddie doesn't need.
I've been through this with the Tic Tac head thing again already, and I'm not going to tolerate it. If you call me fat, I will come after you and run you off my page, you little spasmoid. You've ruined it for everyone. You've ruined it. I bought you a lovely self-defense video.
It was
I was about to bring people who really need it. Look at this face.
Eddie!
My nephew Eddie I borrowed, and you've ruined it. You're not getting it now. Spasmoids.
No, but let's... Oh, for goodness sake, again. Hey up! Hey up! Hey up! No, but the thing is like the baby guide. I know you obviously... I might as well take it seriously for the laughs, shits and giggles, but like, you can't, you know, like, I'm not saying being a babysitter, you know, you have no idea what you're doing, but oh, this one's hilarious. This one's hilarious. Fucking fatty fuck, people calling me. No, but like, if you haven't had a baby yet, you know, oh, I can't wait to get through these. I know it's going to take a long time, but yeah, but if you haven't had a baby yet and just babysitting, I'm sure he's got decent knowledge and, you know, all right for teenage ones, but not proper parenting knowledge. That's the thing, but it's still hilarious nonetheless, the video.
Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, what the fucking fatty fuck people calling me? I'm very happy about that. It's so ungrateful. I've worked myself to the bone through that 10-minute extravaganza self-defense video. I had to move furniture around and everything to set all that up for you. Unbelievable, ungrateful. I was in McDonald's earlier, right? And this spasmoid teenager behind me in the line said, "I told you he was fat now."
Wow, that's never
Blatantly for me to hear it,
nasty.
trying to cower me and guilt me, shame me not to eat. Well, I didn't. I tell you what I did. I ordered my usual meal, my quarter pounder with cheese, large, and my side, what's it called, double cheeseburger. Sat down opposite him and ate it, every single mouthful of it, looking at him, trying to make eye contact with him. You will not cower me. I went through all this with the bloody Tic Tac head stuff, and I did not get beaten then, and I will not get beaten now. I am not fat.
I'm not
unbelievable. Fat. Winter's coming is all it is, and there's a slight kind of layer of insulation, not fat. I've got amazing core strength. One of my legs is probably the size of most of you, so of course I'm going to need to eat more. I'm a horse of a man. Unbelievable. Fat, not fat at all. What did you say? Snail trail about my tummy because it's got a bit of hair on it. Well, I'm a man. Men are meant to be hairy. I'm an alpha male. If women wanted to be with a lithe, hairless body, they'd go to the Isle of Lesbiana. I'm an alpha male. Men should have hair on them. Thatches of hair all over my body. I'm a bloke. Idiots, spasmoids. And I tell you what, I will not have this. I will not stand idly by and let people try and bully me. I will name you and I will shame you. All of you with big mouths on Facebook. You've got little pictures of yourself on there. I can see exactly what a turmoid you are. Disgusting. I will name you, I will shame you, I will find you, I will isolate your water supply and I will shit in it.
Jeez. Brutal.
Try and bully me.
Very, very horrible punishment right there. But I suppose they've been pushed into the limit, haven't they? They've been twatty to him. So that's what you get when you mess with Callum, shitting your water supply. Better watch out. My sister's birthday brunch. Then we'll watch this. Then we'll call it a day. All right then. I thought that was David Tennant then. Oh shit! I just fast forwarded to. What the hell is going on? When did we get here? Bloody hell! All right then. There we go.
Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. So it was my sister's brunch.
Brunch.
A bit of a wasted day, to be honest with you. They were all really anal about me recording.
Hello.
It was just draining being around people like that, to be honest with you. So got there, and the whole bloody thing, it turns out, is in a yurt, like a tent. It was brunch in a tent. I mean, it was Michelin starred, the chef. And to be fair to him, my roast pork belly was lush. But my sister straight away, right? I had a vegetarian option, which didn't look too bad, to be honest with you. It was a butternut squash with goat's cheese kind of mashed into it and herbs and spices and stuff. But no, that's got goat's cheese in, and that's no good for vegans, apparently. I don't know what harm a goat's cheese is doing. It's not even like the dairy industry. They're not impregnating these goats, are they? It's just goats give milk and they make cheese out of it. Spasmoidal not to eat it. Anyway, she had the vegan option and a roast dinner, right? It was normal roast dinner. You got potatoes, you got vegetables, and what a main course, a vegan main course, honey glazed roast beetroot. Oh, it's so funny watching her tuck into a roast beetroot. Oh, carve me off a bit of that. That looks lovely. No one said that, I tell you. She got funny about it. My present to her was a proper birthday cake. I went to Marks and Spencer's. Cost me the best part of 15 quid. Lovely thing. Had butterflies on it. Lovely buttercream icing in the middle of it. She got funny about it because she'd baked a vegan birthday cake. She wanted to impose on everyone. And all of the non-vegans wanted the buttercream cake. Of course they did. They'd rather have something that tastes nice. So she was off with me about that. Wouldn't go on camera or anything. None of them would. My sister got really funny about it. He wasn't even allowed to ask people after a while. There was one bloke who was all right there, and I think it's only because he was high the whole time, proper hippie. But my sister was lording it up the whole time, sitting at the head of the table. She had this ridiculous, like, fashionable bohemian party dress on. She looked like Helena Bonham Carter on crack, I tell you. Disgusting vegetarian bloody dreadlocks coming out of her head. She looked like, just goodness sake, like Rapunzel on chemotherapy. That's what she looked like. A mess. Sort yourself out. Anyway, so I wasn't allowed to film. The only bit of footage I got this guy, the husband of one of the vegan women, to film me, and I'll show you it now. It's a little bit of bottle flipping. Didn't last long because apparently it was a baby's milk in this bottle, and the mum got funny with me afterwards. So, yeah, you get a few seconds of that at the end of this video. Those of you who are calling me fat, you can stop it. I can't believe I've come back to more messages like that. Tomorrow, there's something coming on that front. That's all you need to know. Tomorrow, that will be dealt with. But for the rest of this video, it's going to be me flipping a bottle. Oh, I might do another video later. I'm feeling lucky tonight, and I might go and buy a scratch card. I don't want to encourage anyone else to gamble, though, so I'm not sure about it. If that's something you'd like to see as a video, me buying scratch cards and scratching them, possibly be a millionaire, leave a message, and I'll upload it. But here's me flipping a bottle.
Let's have a look. Right, is this 2 minutes ago? Oh, no, okay.
Is it recording?
Just a minute.
Oh, so it's Callum Adams still from Callum's Corner in Queen's Park, Queen's Square. I'm just doing a few bottle flips for you as requested. Just cut that straight forward. This one. But that's okay. You get up and you move on from your misses, and sooner or later you'll catch it again.
Oh, nice. Legendary cow.
That had some liquid in it. It's kind of gone everywhere. Looks like a giant spunked all over me. Nice.
Well, that was at least he caught one, but now he's just I don't know what. All right, the video's out. Bloody hell! That wasn't the baby's pram near that direction. I know he obviously didn't hit the baby's pram, but bloody hell, cow! Be bloody careful. Jeez Louise. Mental? No offense to the lad. Like, that is dangerous. I don't know. Hopefully, he most probably kicked it in the totally opposite direction to the baby. So all good in the neighbourhood, hopefully. All right then.
Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, I'm a bit miffed today. It's been a wasted day, to be honest with you. And it's been not through any fault of my own.
Okay.
So, got on the bus this morning. I'd researched it. I'd seen the best times to get the bus so I could get to the train station on time. Having a little day out today, going to London, right? Going to visit the Imperial War Museum. Booked all ahead on Trainline, got a really cheap deal. Imperial War Museum is awesome if you haven't been there. It's got a World War I recreation that actually smells of mustard gas. So anyway, got on my bus and it was late. Waited and waited. It was 15 minutes late in the end, right? And then kids running everywhere, all disorganised. It should be running with military precision. Should not have children wafting around willy-nilly. They should be supervised and they should be quick.
Definitely,
so
yeah,
children running around, it took ages for them to get on the bus. And then this bloody spasmoid stoner dude got on, and it took him about 10 minutes to find the right coins and handfuls of Rizzlers and roach and just lint in his hands, searching for the coins. He's like, just get on with it. I've got a train to catch.
Exactly.
Got there, run onto the platform, and I missed it. Literally, it was pulling out as I got there. I had a word with the staff, officialdom gone mad, and they're saying, "Oh, well, you booked on this certain time. That's why it's so cheap. You can try it on the next train, but if you do, it's at your risk, and you may be forced to pay a full fare." And I'm not risking that. You know, better to waste the £23 than potentially have to pay over £50 in one single train fare. Still, silver lining, I ended up mooching around in Bristol all day, and I've finished my lyrics to my song, I Can Dance. There'll be an a cappella version of that dropping on my YouTube channel about 8 o'clock tonight. Just going down to get myself some fish and chips now to cheer myself up. Idiots. What would have been a great day and a great vlog, that would have, me in the Imperial War Museum, chatting you through all the kind of different wars and stuff. Hey up, never mind.
Would have been nice, but wasn't meant to be, was it? Never mind, Cal. Sad days. Anyway, I think we've got through like 15. So, yeah, that's all I've really got to say. To be honest, we got through 15 videos, a few long ones. 2 hour long stream. Let's actually count exactly. So that was the first one. 5, 10. Oh, 15. Oh, okay. So 5. Oh wait, no. Sorry. We already watched those. Okay. All right. So 5, 10, 15, then 16, 17. So there you go. Got through 17 more today. Very good. Yeah, that's it for today, and everyone. Hopefully, he is live. Can't wait, but hope. Can't wait, but hope this will be on YouTube. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Desorbs, or however I say your name. Desorbs. Thank you. I don't know what you. He is live. Can't watch. Oh, you hope this specific video. Yeah, fair enough. If you can't watch this one, yeah, that's fine, mate. Just leave. It's absolutely fine. That's all good. Yeah, obviously, once I've finished the stream, it's live on YouTube. The only time streams get banned is if there's absolutely mad offensiveness in them, or yeah, usually that, isn't it? Or there's copyright stuff in them. But obviously, Callum doesn't mind the copyright. Well, watching his videos and me and people reacting to them and all that crap. And yeah, so it's all good, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And yep, see you. Have a good one. Laters.